I'm here to tell you a little bit about our angel tree, and what we're doing this year is we're raising funds to support local animal shelters to provide them with some items for the holiday season that they may not otherwise have. Unfortunately, the donations are very low this year because the economy has been very difficult. So our goal is to help raise some money to bring to the shelters to support these homeless pets. You can do it in several ways. One way is you can come right on in, pick out a stocking, and shop for that individual pet. You can also just leave a monetary donation, or you can call us over the phone and we can take a monetary donation and read a stocking to you for the pet of your choice. Please remember, we have a list of what's needed, so give us a call to find out what the shelters need, and we'd be more than happy to get these items to all three of the shelters that we're working with, which is PAWS, Connecticut Humane Society, and Stanford Animal Shelter and Control. It's very hard to watch families, especially in this economy, have to give up their pets for the holiday season. It's a very difficult decision for people. We do the best that we can to try to help them out, even though we can't find homes for them, but we can certainly help to support them through any program we can, whether it's the Angel Tree or bringing things to the shelter or some turkey on the holiday. It's hard to watch these animals go from homes that they've been with for so long, and for a family to have to decide that they can no longer afford that pet.
Around the holidays seems to be a time that more and more people are calling about surrendering older pets. We're getting a lot of calls about senior animals, people looking to place, 10, 11, 12-year-old dogs, animals that have health problems, getting calls from people whose cats are diabetic and they want to place them in the shelter, calls from people with dogs who are maybe in kidney failure or have cancer. And we try to explain to folks that the shelter is not really the appropriate place for an animal who's dealing with chronic or critical illness. Okay. We're not getting so many of the foreclosure home calls that a lot of other shelters are reporting, but we absolutely are getting calls from people who simply say they can't find a rental where they're allowed to have their cat or their dog. People who own properties want to be careful about the animals that they're bringing onto those properties because of liability, but we wish that landlords or homeowners would consider the temperament of the animal rather than the breed, because a pit bull can be the friendliest dog that you'll meet, whereas maybe somebody's little Lhasa Apso might not be. So why should the pit bull be discriminated against? Some communities actually have bylaws that say no pit bulls, no Rottweilers. But we just wish that people would look at the big picture. If their rental housing now allows them to have a dog, a pit bull, a chihuahua, whatever it is, how long do they actually plan to live there, and how likely are they to find another place where they'll be allowed to have that pet? If they adopt a pet that may be not suitable for young children, but it's a young couple and they're planning to have children in 2 years, what would be the outcome for that animal in 2 years? So we really want people to look at the long-term commitment that they're making. That's Dexter.